Hey guys, so today I'm sharing with you what is on my iPhone. And I have this really awesome case right now too that I can just like, hopefully it stays. It's really cheap. Anthony got it for me. Stick it anywhere. So this is the first time I'm doing a video like this, so I might as well just jump into it, I guess. So I love simplistic kind of backgrounds. So I just went through my whole phone for you guys, and I went through all of my apps and deleted all the ones I didn't use because I'm an app hoarder. I hoard apps. Even if I don't use them for years, I have apps on here I still haven't deleted because I didn't have the heart to delete them. On my home screen, I have maps, whatever, settings, whatever, photos. I have so many photos. Weather, mail, and Gmail. There's people on here that are probably really pissed off at the fact that I have 5,000 unread mail and then 3,000 unread mail. Clock, like this is my alarms. Safari, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat.
My face on two different places.
YouTube. Hi YouTube. Calendar, Netflix is my life. Spotify, I love Spotify. I never have to buy music again. Okay, so then this is the only 2 pages I have on my phone. It goes into social, which these apps are apps that I don't really use, but I don't want to delete either. So Pinterest, sometimes I get into a Pinteresty mood and I want to look on there. Famous birthdays, I just downloaded that because I was added to famous birthdays, you guys. I'm gonna open it up and show you. Look at this. There's me. Look at my face is so blown up, but that's me. Musical.ly and Funimate, they're basically very similar apps. I post all of my Musical.lys and Funimate stuff on my other account, Perfectly Plain, on Instagram, because I know a lot of people don't want to see that stuff and they really hate Musical.ly or something like that. So I post that all on a different account, on my personal account. Where am I going next? Okay, needs. This is also a boring folder. It's just stuff I didn't want on my main page and I put everything in folders. So Tip Calculator, I love that app. I love that app. I love just being able to like open this up, like bill total, like how much percent I want to give them, and then if I want to split the check or whatever with someone. Starbucks, obviously a need. And so this is my gaming folder. So this is my authenticator, which I use for World of Warcraft. Steam, the Xbox Smart Glass is the 360 one, and then the Xbox one is the Xbox One app. iFruit is the GTA app. I don't know how to explain that anymore. This is just stuff, a lot of it is duplicates, but I have these two top, I'm like pointing on here like you can see where I'm pointing. These two top apps, Followers Plus and Instatrack. I use Instatrack more. The one thing I don't like about them is they take forever to load usually. Now I mainly use it for the number of followers I have because it's just a K afterwards, so I don't know the number. Other than that, I don't really use it that much. Better Fonts and Fonts. They're both basically the same app, but I like Fonts because it has one font on there that the other fonts doesn't have, but the Better Fonts has more fonts. So I have both of them. When to post, I don't really need this anymore because Instagram tells me this anyway. Symbols, I love this app and I've had it forever. There's a bunch of old symbols I have on here, but it's how I get some of those symbols I post. And then games. I don't play any games on my phone. I mean, besides Pokemon Go, of course. I don't have the heart to delete these games. Like, Pocket God is the first game I've ever had on my phone. Photography, so this is like the most important thing, and this is also where I'm going to talk about how I edit my Instagram photos. Okay, so first, I just want to say I do not use all these apps. So I'm going to start out with just explaining what they are, and then I'll go into how I edit my photos. Avery is just a classic photo editing app. It's nothing really special. I mean, if I go in, it's just nothing that special. It has a blur tool, which I like. Photoshop, I love this, and I'll go into that later. InstaShot is also something I use when I had a border around my photos. Visco is also another app that I want to talk about later because I love it. Canva is a really cool graphic designer app. Dropbox Drive and OneDrive are all just storage space I use OneDrive the most because that's where I get my screenshots and videos I take on my Xbox onto my phone. So this is how I edit my Instagram photos, and I'm gonna go through the steps I take. So most of the time I either take the picture from my iPhone or from my EOS 70D Canon camera. When I shoot off this camera, it's really low quality usually, and I shoot off this camera, it's really nice quality, but sometimes depending on the lighting, you see too much. And so what I do is I can bring it into Photoshop, and this is basically the only thing I use Photoshop for. So I'm gonna go into an unedited photo, and most of the time it's when I use flash that you see too much. If you zoom in, you can see imperfections on my face, you can see creases under my eyes, just my pores of my skin, the little hairs on my face, that kind of thing. And so what I do is I basically go in and reduce noise, and this just softens it up a little bit. And I just do it a little bit, and it kind of softens up any of the imperfections I have. Obviously you'll still see the creases under my eyes because that's just so heavy. It just softens up, like if I go dramatic. See, this is a dramatized, it's super soft. You don't really want that because it's obvious that it's there. But if you just lightly do that, I like to do that. So after that, I go to VSCO, and this is where I do all of my photos before I put them in Instagram. As you can see, there's a lot of photos here that I have not posted yet or will not post. So what I do is I upload here. So here's a picture of this cat as an example. So I hit yes. So this is how I theme my Instagram at this point. So I have a base photo, and this is the photo where I copy all my edits from. So I use A6 and only up 4 because if I had it more, it'd be too much of a contrast. So I always put the exposure up 1, the contrast down 1. Saturation is usually up 1 because I like bright photos. Temperature is down because I like a blue theme. After that, I tap on the photo, and then I go here and I say copy edits. And then I can go up to my new photo and I say paste edits, and it just automatically pastes the edits that I've done from all the other photos, and that's what I've done with all of these photos. I've pasted the edits, the theme that I use now, and I like it. I mean, it gives me freedom to post other colors because it's not a strict theme, and it's satisfying enough where my OCD can handle it. So then it goes into the video editing app, and I don't really use this as much. Everyone kind of knows about Photogram, but it's just a compilation of photos made into a video. You can put music in the background, but they have a big old watermark on it, so I hate that. EOS Remote is something I can use for my camera. I can get the pictures from my camera directly onto my phone with this. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll try to answer them. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and I love you guys.